welcome to Rage You Nerds, presented by me, Mr. Keck. It was me all along, Austin. It was me. Joined, as I am not Tuesday, today's Wednesday, but usually Tuesdays, the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, the wise, the kind, the gray.
You can stop lying about
Reno!
everything except the last one.
Reno the Gray. Gandalf the Gray.
I'm not even gray, man. I'm just the bald.
Sports hasn't started yet, right? We're finally...
Baseball started.
I mean, not the actual games. The actual games start tomorrow. No one counts these games. These games don't get you anywhere.
Who says the games tomorrow are going to get us anywhere?
It's a 60-game season.
And it could end quicker than you think.
Oh, you think they're gonna shut shit down?
Shit starts going nuts, they might.
I don't see it, man. I could see. Okay, I
hope not.
I see college sports, right? I see college sports being the thing that gets shut down. I see professional sports probably powering through, just because they're getting paid, and they're professionals.
Yeah.
It's a super hard ask for college kids, though. But yeah, so I mean, like Mookie Betts has the richest contract, surpassing Mike Trout. Hello there, Zach. How are you, sir?
Do you think that the Red Sox are just sitting there just like, man, we probably shouldn't have done that?
You do know it's a Wednesday, right? Zach, I do know it's a Wednesday. We do this on Tuesdays. Welcome to the Tuesday, Wednesday night stream.
I threw everything off.
Welcome to the Tuesday, Wednesday night stream. This is the most Tuesday, Wednesday we've ever had. Well, except for the times that we used to do this on Wednesdays. I mean, we've changed sporadically over the course of a year.
You just never know what we're gonna do.
He has damn sure more talent. I mean, listen, you have Mookie Betts going to so Mookie Betts is on a team that actually will try to contend for something. Mike Trout is an awesome person, I imagine, is a great baseball player statistically. Isn't going to ever win anything there with the Angels.
Garbage team.
Isn't going to win anything with the Angels. Like I feel like we need to come to terms with that. If you have any sense of if Mike Trout is considered a superstar of baseball, he's going to be the Dan Marino of superstars of baseball, right?
Yeah.
Except Dan Marino was actually marketable outside of his sport. No baseball player so far has been marketable, right?
Not really.
I mean, who can you market?
Not really. I mean, there's been players that have went to baseball, but not ones that have came from baseball.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. Just, they need to fix that. They need to fix their star problem.
Yeah, they do. They do. Man, tell me if maybe it's me, but it kind of seems like the Dodgers are becoming the new Yankees.
I'm going to throw this out there. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. The Dodgers have always been the National League version of the Yankees. Hello there.
I don't disagree with that.
Hello there, Creative Cloud. I mean, think about it. They spend lavishly. They contend for titles. They've won a lot of them. I mean, think about the big spenders of the National League over the course of like the last 5 seasons. I would say the Dodgers probably are the ones throwing out the most pocket change, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So we got that. We got that out of the way there, boy. So let's go to... All right, so Reno, what we've got here is we got some picks to make, baby. We're making outlandish claims right now, so far in advance. We're 60 games ahead of the curve in making our picks. So long shot, Reno. Who is your... So let me give you some numbers here. What I'm looking for is a long shot to make the playoffs. Doesn't have to win it. Just a long shot to make it. So here are some of the bottom barrel teams. So I'm gonna go with anyone that is, let's see, 40-1 is probably pretty bad, right?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So let's go 40-1. You've got the Boston Red Sox. You've got Los Angeles Angels. You've got Milwaukee Brewers, you've got the Padres, Diamondbacks, Rangers, Pirates, Blue Jays, Rockets, Giants, Royals, Mariners, Orioles, Tigers, and leading the list for bottom of the barrel, the Miami Marlins. Which of those teams do you think has a shot to make the playoffs?
That's tough.
It is tough.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Royals.
I wanna be royal, royal. Do-do-do-do. Let's see. So I'm gonna go with, man, which division? Which division would probably be the, let's see. So Los Angeles Dodgers are the head and shoulders to win this season. Gosh. Padres? Would that be a good bet? I wish the Reds were worse in their odds. I'd go for the Reds. It feels like the Red Sox are super low, right?
Yeah.
But they're going to be the third best team in their division. Because I think the Rays are better than them, and I know the Yankees are better than them. Oh, gosh. Brewers were on that list, right? I'm making that up. Yeah, Brewers were on that list. You know what? Screw it. Screw it, man. I'm going to be stupid. I'm going to be stupid. I'm going to be stupid. Listen. Allow me to be your Mike Trout sympathy button. Allow me to be Mike Trout's sympathy button. Padres is who I was going to pick, but then I was like, you know what? The Angels are right there, and I'm saying if they're going to make a run this year, or if they're going to make a run, it has to be this. I think Padres is the safer bet. I think Padres is the safer long shot bet. Let me actually write that down. Chat says Padres, because I've seen at least two people between Eveld and Alburo Man say it. So Padres. Have the Astros overtaken the Yankees as the most hated franchise? If so, will it stay that way? It won't stay that way.
No, absolutely it won't.
Listen, it'll take all but the first time the Yankees get close. So if the Yankees make the World Series this year, they are immediately back as the most hated team in Major League Baseball. But the Red Sox have been attendee. Red Sox fair, so I'll put Red Sox in there for Milkman. But Royals, I think is a good pick. Playoff teams, Reno. You get 5 of them. Who do you think makes the playoffs for each of the leagues?
All 5?
You just give me a couple. You don't have to give me all 5.
Frick. I mean, are we just doing long shots, or we just?
Nah, man. Who you think is for sure going to make the playoffs? If your long shot's there, feel free to let them ride.
You know what? I think it'd be stupid not to pick the Yankees and the Dodgers in this.
Okay.
Those are for sure locks, I would say.
Why aren't you picking your Cardinals?
Because you stated the Cardinals very well earlier, and it is the absolute truth. We'll find out what kind of team they are about halfway through.
All right.
I'm gonna throw the Astros in there.
I was gonna throw them in there too. I'm glad you did it.
Yeah,
too.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna throw the Braves in there.
All right. I think that's a good one. If you could just give me one more for each, I think you'll be good.
All right. I'm gonna go Twins.
So give me one more National League.
Let's go Nationals.
All right, so I'm going to do mine real quick. It's going to be pretty much just me shooting out teams. We'll reassess this a little bit later, but these are just kind of throwing them out there right now and see how well things hold up. So, of course, you go Yankees, right? You go Astros, and you go... Ooh, baby. Rays.
Kirby Puckett still playing or something.
Let's see, and over here you've got Dodgers. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for pandering reasons. You do the Cubs. Let's see.
He's playing to his audience.
Let's see. I think Braves is a really strong one, man.
Dude, I do too. I kind of like the Braves too. Like, I don't know.
All right, so now your World Series pick. The 2 teams to be in the World Series as of right meow.
Right meow.
Your AL and your NL team, Reno.
I don't like this, but I'm gonna say Yankees.
Who's your NL team?
Braves.
Braves. All right. We got that. What can old Mr. Kaki do here? You know what? Screw it. I'm going to steal Reno's. Twins! And
I like it.
let's see.
Man.
So the clear-cut favorites this year are the Yankees, Dodgers. So we each took a favorite, but we took them from the opposite side, and then we threw in some top favorites in the top. But yeah, Dodgers, Yankees is what's happening. I mean, I could see it, right? I'm not arguing against it.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it's not going to be surprised.
It would not surprise me in the slightest. But I don't know, man. I do think this might at least be an interesting year for the Angels. I'm not an Angels fan. I don't care. I just feel bad for Mike Trout. You know, it's like watching that one person that wasn't like the most horrible person in the young teenage group that's getting murdered horrifically by like Michael Myers or like Jason. Like he's like kind of like the stoner friend that's just trying to be relatable and fun with everyone, but everyone was like talking shit about him anyways. And now he's the one that gets the prolonged death scene where like his stomach is ripped open and his entrails are wrapped around his neck. Mike Trout is the stoner nerdy guy of every 80s horror film that is dying a horrific death and did not get any sex. But he was lured by drugs and or the notion of possibly getting sex, because every 80s horror movie was here to remind you drugs will get you killed and having premarital young sex will get you killed. So don't do it. That's the only thing you could have learned from horror movies in the 80s, man. I don't know what else you learned from it. Don't read books. Don't touch things that aren't yours. Don't go to West Virginia. Don't go into the mountains.
Don't feed things after midnight.
Yeah, if someone at a gas station tells you to turn around. Like,
you don't want to go up there. That's an Indian graveyard up there.
But yeah, so we've got our random picks here. We'll reassess, right? Like I don't feel confident holding on to these picks very long.
I don't feel confident in most of these, and that's okay.
And we'll actually sit down and try to hammer out our 5 actual teams we think will go. But we'll give it some time. We'll let the first 20 games. We'll do a checkup at the 20 game mark or whatever like it realistically falls in on that Tuesday. I'm not saying for certain it'll be exactly 20 games, but we'll see where it falls. We'll do a reassessment, and if it looks like we're still good and golden with our stuff, we'll stick with it. I think for long shots, though, we've locked that in, right? The long shots are going to be our long shots. We can't go back on that now because it really defeats the purpose of doing a long shot pick if you know who's winning. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see. I think Chat's going to beat us on this. I think Chat has the more realistic. Granted, they got to pick more than we did, but I think Red Sox is probably I think Red Sox is a solid bet. I think Padres is a real solid bet too, because I think the National League is probably maybe not the top heaviest, but I mean, who knows? Who knows how it's all going to play out, really?
Yeah, 60 games, anything can happen.
Test today. I care more about baseball and the NBA than I ever have before, so. Silver lining. Thank y'all so much for showing up. Thank you so much, Kmart, Ruck Your Face, Eveld, Milkman, Albuterol Man. Thank y'all so much for hitting us up. If I missed anyone on Facebook, please do not feel bad. I still love you. But once our Twitch chat started to fill up, I gotta focus on them because they're the ones that have colorful names and it's easier to read. So sorry, Facebook. But thank y'all so much for being here. Awful movie, so boring. That's fair. I haven't fully seen any of those kind of artsy-fartsy movies. I'm not an artsy-fartsy man. I'm a comedy, I'm a horror, and I'm a stupid muscular action man.
Yeah, whore. He's a whore.
I'm that too, but only on my OnlyFans. $5 subscription fee. Does that sound reasonable? If it sounds reasonable, we'll do it. If not, I'll go higher.
If that sounds reasonable, he's going to create an OnlyFans page immediately after this.
But yeah, so thank y'all so much for showing up. Thank y'all. Rock Your Face, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Eveld. Milkman, thank you so much for resubscribing. 14 months, baby. Not only do we have a kid, but that kid's getting old. And Kmart, thank you for your most outlandish comment that I will never get outside of my brain, and winning our stream and resubscribing. So thank you so much, Kmart, for resubscribing. We love you. Thought you said horror. Well, I mean, I probably did.
Yeah.
Can't afford not to at that price. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like even dad bod and all. Like if I go $5, I feel like, you know what? You could probably spank it to it. I am Mr. Keck. This is Reno. This has been Rage You Nerd Sports, brought to you by, presented by, funded by, created by, produced by Mr. Keck. Look, I've got a new name. It's green. All right. Thank y'all so much. We love you. Have a good one. We will be back on Friday. Not Reno, but another Jared, a different Jared. We'll be back on Friday.
My alter ego.
We're still talking wrestling. Still talking some wrestling. So we're now in round 2 of our wrestling bracket. If you haven't been over to our Facebook to vote, please go to our Facebook page. Just type facebook.com/Rage Nerds and you'll find our Facebook page. Gosh darn it. And vote. Undertaker is currently beating Mankind. Do you like that? Do you hate that? Macho Man Randy Savage is in a dogfight with Sting, but last I saw, Macho Man had the advantage. Are you going to be the one that helps Sting rise up from the rafters? Listen, I still can't get over the fact that Sting tag teamed with RoboCop. That fact has stuck with me since like the 90s. I can't move past it. RoboCop was in a cage. RoboCop was in a cage. He got unlocked, and he walked RoboCop-like all the way to the ring, and it was, I think he did a clothesline. It was awful. WCW was awful at a certain point. But yeah, so thank y'all so much. We will see y'all for Sports Stream next Tuesday, unless Reno tells me in advance that we'll also not be doing next Tuesday. But we'll be back next Tuesday. We'll continue talking baseball. We'll see where things are at, but we're going to put a lot of focus on the basketball season since that'll be the season starting up at the end of that week. All right, love y'all. Have a good one. See you. Goodbye. Support the channel. Support the stream. Support everyone. My name's Kermit the Frog. Ah! All right, good night.